Hi and hello dear friends, welcome back once again to our channel Vagai Academy of Mathematics. We have already completed around 30 sessions from UGC NET paper 1. We saw the topics number series, alphanumeric series and coding and decoding. We saw basics and also solved around previous 10 years question papers problems from those particular topics. And now we are going to enter arithmetic topics, under which the very important topic is going to be percentage. So we will start with percentage. We are here to see few basics, some fundamentals about percentage. Yeah, we go. So percentage basically means expressing a quantity out of 100. This is what we term it as percentage. We may see this percentage word is frequently used in our day-to-day life even, right? Let's have some examples. See here, there is a team in a company and a statement says 25% of the team members are seniors. Say there are totally 60 members in the team. Just for an example we take it, okay? Totally 60 people are there in the team and the statement says 25% of the team members are seniors. So if we need to find how many seniors are there in the team, then what should be done? The same thing. Percentage something means expressing the quantity out of 100. That's all, right? So see here, we see 25%, right? So that means out of 100, it is 25. So 25% of the total members is 60, is it or not? So when we make this calculation, we complete this, we'll get the answer for how many seniors are there. Let's try to simplify this. So we get it like 0 and 0, we can just cancel it. And 25 is here, 10 is here. Both are divisible by 5, right? So 5 5s are 25 and 5 2s are 10. And here we have 2 and 6. 2 3s are, we get the 6. So that means 5 3s are 15. So that means here in this team we have 15 seniors. That's it, right? And we have other example. So in a manufacturing company, they are manufacturing wheels, we say that. And it is given that the statement says 8% of the wheels which are produced are defective. Okay, there's a statement like this. So that means if we want to find how many wheels are defective, so for which what we need to do is, here again we need to see the total. Totally there are 7,500 wheels are produced, right? So that means 8% are defective. It is what is given, right? So that means out of 100, 8% is defective. Of what number? Of, make a multiplication, 7,500. So when we again complete this calculation, we can get the answer very easily. So we just cancel this 0 0 and 0 0 here. So we will be having 75 into 8. So 75 into 8, which will give us the answer to be 600. Is it or not? So when you just come to make a separate calculation, you will get the answer like this. Okay. So this is how we get the answer. And one thing we need to be strong is about the basic calculations. That is also much important. Be clear with multiplication and division. So whenever it comes to percentage calculation, this multiplication division calculations, we must be very sure, for which we should be thorough with multiplication tables basically, right? Okay. And one more thing here itself I just want to reveal. See here, this first example, we come to calculate this number of seniors. So we know that out of 60, totally out of 60 members, we got the number of seniors to be 15 people. So in the same question, if we come to have how many members here are not seniors. So how many members are not seniors? So if we have number of seniors to be 15 members, so how many in the team are not seniors? So if you want the answer, we can just do this total 60 minus this seniors count 15. So 60 minus 15 we can do. So 60 minus 15 will give us 45. So that many people, 45 members in this team, they are not seniors. Is it or not? Same way here again. If we know that defective, that is out of total 7,000 wheels which are produced, if we know that defective are 600. So how many are non-defective? So defective is 600. So non-defective if we want, we can just again subtract like how we did the first question. 7,500 minus this 600. We can just subtract it, right? So when we subtract, what would be the answer? So just do 7,500 minus 600. So how can we do this? 7,500. First we will do minus 500. So 7,500 minus 500. We get 7,000. Now again from that 7000 just minus one more 100 because we need to subtract 600. We are doing it step by step. 7500 minus 500, we end up with 7000. Now from 7000 minus 100, we get 6900. Okay. So plan your calculation. Be sure with it. Don't make it in a hurry-burry way. Make sure your calculation is correct and be clear with these multiplication tables also. Then this topic would be a very easy task for you. So when it comes to our UGC NET paper 1 exam, we may get this percentage question under 3 important varieties. Let us just see them one by one. Come for the first one. What is X percentage of Y? Of course, this first model is going to be the very basic thing with which any percentage question can be asked. See here how we are going to perform this. So what is X percentage? So that means we need to take out of 100, it is X. So X percentage of what number? Of the number Y. That means we must multiply it by Y. So this calculation, when we just simplify, we can get the answer. Of course, the first two varieties, the examples that we just worked out, right? They are of this first variety only. Come to the second one. Here we have what percentage of X is Y. See, we must be very careful with the words because the change of words itself will deliver a different meaning. That's the reason. See how the word is formed. What percentage of X is Y? That is, here they are asking what percentage of. See this first example, this first variety, we come to find what value. But here, we come to find what percentage. Okay. So that is, here the calculation we need to do is, what percentage of X is Y? That is, out of X. So here, this time this X comes to the denominator of our fraction. Okay. What percentage of X? So X comes below, down, is Y. That is, now Y takes the numerator position. So be clear with both these two varieties. They are much important. Okay. Y by X, and now we are going to find what percentage it is. So for which we need to multiply by 100. Now this simplification would give the answer for this question. So be clear with both these things. We have a small change in the words how they are using, but that itself is making a huge difference in the calculation. So what percent of X, what is X percentage of Y means X by 100 times of Y. But here the second one, what percentage of X is Y means Y by X into 100. So these two are very much important. They are going to be the very basics actually. And next, coming to the third one, this third one is what is even more important. So we may even get questions from percentage, something like X is what percentage more than Y? Y is what percentage less than X? So this way we'll be having questions which gives us percentage more, percentage less, something like this. And we may even have this question in the same like, what percentage is increased, what percentage is decreased. So instead of more, you can see the word increased. Instead of less, we may see that decreased. Okay. So this way also, comparing the increase, decrease also, we will have the percentage calculations. So that is what is our third variety. And when we have questions from this one, we can see that in detail. Okay. When we play with questions, when we take questions from this variety, we can see that in detail. But as of now, just know what procedure we are going to follow when we come to have questions like this. That is, what percent more, what percent less. We'll here also have two quantities. So we need to just compare the two quantities. How much is one more than the other? One less than the other. In terms of percentage, we are asked to calculate. Okay. For which what we need to do is take the two values. Definitely we will have two values given in the question itself. So take the two values. And here again we are going to build a fraction. What we are going to do here? So after taking the two values from the question, first thing we need to do is we have to find the difference between the two values. Okay. So difference. So the difference comes in the numerator position. Now divided by denominator. So what comes in the denominator? If you just ask it, we will have the initial value. That is what is to be placed in the denominator position. That is, out of the two value, we will start from one of those and we will end with the other one. So from where we start, that value is what we call it as the initial value. That initial value comes in the denominator. As I told, when we have questions with numbers, we can see that in detail. Okay. So as of now, take this as difference between the two values, that is the numerator, and the initial one, the original one that comes in the denominator. Now this fraction is what is to be multiplied with 100, and this will give you the answer for what percent more or what percent less. Now again, whether it is more or less, we use the same rule. We use the same technique to get the answers, and again, when it comes to question, we will be having more clarity on how to solve these questions. So overall, these are going to be the three main varieties under which we will be getting UGC NET paper 1 questions under percentage topic. So this session we had a chance of seeing some basics for percentage under UGC NET paper 1 exam, and this application of percentage we can even see in a topic called data interpretation. So again, when we see more problems, you will get a good idea, you will have more clarity from this topic percentage. And again, in the next session, we will come out with some other concept and see the basics and fundamentals for that concept also. See you soon there. Thank you so much.